So you're preparing for your IELTS test and you're working on one of the skills, which is listening. Now, there will be many questions that come to your mind on how do I approach my listening test? Shall I concentrate only on the listening skills? Do I look for the exact same words that are there in the audio as they are there in the question? Do I match them? And finally, the one main question, is the listening test just about listening? We are going to talk about that today.
This channel is what studying abroad dreams are made of. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.
So, to answer your question, the listening test is absolutely not just about listening. When listening, or when doing a listening test for that matter, you are supposed to pay attention to a lot of other sub-skills. And when I say sub-skills, we will start with this. So when you are listening, at the same time, you have to write your answers. The audio is being played and you're writing the answers too. So at that time, multitasking is a sub-skill that you will have to make use of because you have to listen and write at the same time. Also concentrate at the same time to what is being said. So that's one sub-skill. Another important sub-skill is prediction. So when you read the questions, you should be able to predict what kind of word or number or answer I'm looking for. I'll give you a very good example. Ilyas lives in this city on this street and the street number is this. So by this I mean the blanks. Okay, so you already know by reading the question itself that the city name, which city is going to be the city name, which street is going to be the street name, and street number this. So that means it's going to be a number. But at the same time, you also have to avoid getting confused because they're going to confuse you by saying Ilyas used to live in XYZ, but now he lives in ABC. And the question is Ilyas lives in. So ABC is the right answer, not XYZ, because that's the previous city Ilyas used to live in. Grammar and vocabulary are two other important sub-skills. You may not be using grammar and vocabulary for all the question types because in some answers you will just write a letter or just one number, but they are important for certain question types. Another important sub-skill required is spelling. So you heard the right answer, you know the right answer, you know the word, but when you write the word, you make a spelling mistake. Well, that mark was there for the taking, but you will not be awarded the mark because you made a spelling error. So you need to be very careful with spellings. And lastly, another important sub-skill. In fact, I say this is the most important sub-skill because this is to do with the whole communication bit of the listening test. And that is look for synonyms and paraphrasing. So at times, we look at the question, we pick up the key words, and what we pay attention to during the audio being played is look for those words. Now, there could be some other word used in place of the word mentioned in the question. That could be a synonym. Or maybe even the whole sentence would have been paraphrased. And you will probably be looking for those exact words in the question and something else is being said in the answer. So, again, I'll ask you, and this time you answer, and give this answer to yourself. Is the listening test just about listening? The answer is no, it's not.